Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video, we are going to see if and else cases. So, as we all know that we have started C tutorials. Till now, we have completed so many things like maybe 10 videos we have completed up to booleans we have seen in previous videos. If you haven't watched those videos, give a look on that. So you can just go to playlist where you can see the C tutorials playlist. Then you can see all the videos in line wise order. So you can go through all those videos, and then when you comes to this video, if you understood basic C things, so these things will be understand better. So let's get started. So if and else, so this is a concept which comes when when we are going to check any condition like that. We are going to use this if else. So conditions and if statements, we have already learned that C things, right? We like logical on operators part. We have seen like logical conditions, like how we can check uh, conditions between two variables, like those things we have seen. So maybe like logical operators like less than b, a less than b, a greater than b, a less than or equal to b, or a greater than or equal to b, equals to two operators are equal values or not equal. So all these other logical conditions, we usually deal with mathematical fields or mathematical subjects. So we can have these conditions perform different actions or take decisions. So based upon that, the condition true or false, we are going to do some task based upon those conditions. At that time, we are going to use this if else cases. So let's see how this works. So if you are specifying any code in a if block, that code to be executed, then what we have to do is that condition which we on what we have to check, we have to specify there. So if that condition is true, then that particular if block will be got executed. Otherwise, else block got executed. The same condition gets false, like it is not true. So then the else block will be got executed. Then we are also having like else if. So to we have to use else if to specify a new condition to test if the condition is false. If the first condition is false, then again you can add one more condition like that. So if that condition is true, then else if will be got executed. Then next we will be having like switch. Switch is a specify easy to specify many alternative blocks that got executed. Like, so we can have a set of alternative blocks. If that is true, then that particular block is executed. If other condition is true, then we can check many more conditions in a one go. That is a switch we can do with that. So let's see with an example so that you will clearly understand how the if statement and those things will work. So if statement is used to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is true. So whatever the condition, if you want to check, you have to add that condition after if keyword. So that should be in a like brackets, closed brackets. Okay. So the syntax will look like this: if, and you have to specify the condition in closed brackets, and then you have to open the block of code, and then you have to close that block of code. The block of code which we written in between these two curly braces will be got executed if this particular condition is true. Okay, understood, right? If block we call this as. So this is how we should work. We should note that we should remember that if is in a lowercase letter, uppercase letters if or if will generate an error. So this is a case sensitive, right? C language. So you should always use that in a lowercase letters. In the example below, you can test the two values to find out that if 20 is greater than 18. If the condition is true, it will print some text. See here, if 20 is greater than 18, then this particular block will got executed. 20 is greater than 13. So yes, 20 is greater than 18. Yes, this statement is true, then particular block will got executed. You can try it yourself, editor. It will it will help you to see the outputs at that instant itself. So this is the if condition, which is a condition is true. So if the condition is returning true, then the particular block of if statement will got executed. 20 is greater than 18. The statement which is written in printf, it got executed here. I mean printed there. So next we'll be having like we can test the same within a variable. So you can have that values in a variable: x is equal to 20, int y is equal to 18. So if x is greater than y, So x the value will got substituted here. The 20 is greater than 18. So that statement is true. Then this particular block of if condition will got executed. Say here x is greater than y. So that is what we are printing. So like that variables also we can have conditions or direct values also we can have it in the conditions. So next this is the example they are mentioning like if that will substitute the values there and then that is greater than 18, right? 20 is greater than 18, then the particular block is got executed. You can try the exercise here and then you can submit, then you can understand. So if you have understood, right, now else statement we'll see with an examples. So else statements is used to specify a block of code that to be executed if the condition is false. The same condition which you are specified in the if condition is false, it is not correct. So then what will happen? Like if you correct this block of if condition will be got executed. If it is false, then else block which you are mentioning with the else keyword, the else block that is curly the block the code which you have written in this curly braces of else that will got executed. So see with an example here we have variable into time is equal to 20. So in if condition we are checking like time is less than 18, then printing like good day. If time is not less than 18, that is greater than or equal to 18, then the else block will got execute, that is good evening. So yeah, outputs will be good evening will be there because 20 is not less than 18, right? So 20 is greater than 18, right? So that is false. Is the condition is not true, then it is returning false. So else block will got executed. So if the condition is true, if block will got executed. If the condition is false, else block got executed. So that is the one thing which only you have to remember. So if true, then if block, or if the condition is false, then else block will got executed. So that is the thing we have to understand. And next what we have is else if. Else if the kind of thing like we have to specify new condition. So in if condition we have one condition if it is true, the true block if block will got executed. If you want to check one more condition, then you can add else if. So if that condition is true, then that particular else if block will got executed. So block of code to be executed, the condition 1 is false. So if this is false, then it will go to else if block, then it will check for second condition. If the second condition is true, this particular block will got executed. If again second condition is a false, then it is not going to execute the else if block, it is going to the else block directly. So block of code to be executed if the condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false, both are false, then it will go to this. If one is false, then it will go to second condition to check, and then if it is true, that particular block of code will be executed. If that is also false, then it will go to next block, and then finally else block will got executed if condition 1 and condition 2 are false. Understood, right? So if you can see with an example, you will understand better. So int time is equal to 22 is the variable we have, and then if condition what we are writing is time is less than 10. So and then we are printing like good morning, and else if is that time is less than 20, and then good day, and finally else is like good evening. So time the value of time is 22. 22 is less than 10. So 10 is greater like that they are telling. So that is not true, right? So then it will go to second condition to check. So 22 is less than 20. Yes, of course 22 is less than 20. No, right. 22 is not less than 20. 22 is greater than 20. This condition also false. So it will not going to execute this else if also. So finally it will go to else block as condition 1 and condition 2 are not true. So false else block will be got executed. So outputs will be good evening. So the same case if you change the variable like this is also 18. If you run this particular part, so 18 value got substituted in time. 18 is less than 10. So 18 is less than 10, right? No, false. So good morning is not going to be printed. This is not going to be printed. So here it comes here. 18 is less than 20. So 18 is less than 20 is correct answer. So this is true. Else if condition is true, that is condition 2 is true. So then particular block will got executed. So here output you can see as a good day. So it is not going to else block. If both the conditions are failed, then only finally go to else. So this is how else it will going to be work. Understood, right? If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. We will clear it in the comment. Okay, and then next we'll be having like shorthand if. So to understand shorthand if, we call this as a ternary operator. The main I mean, it is famous in C. This is the main condition check we call it as ternary operator. So this is also called as a shorthand if else. This is a shorthand if else, which is also known as ternary operator because it consists of three operands. It is used to replace multiple lines of code with a single line. It is often used to replace simple else if conditions. See, in else if conditions, we are checking two conditions. Only if the two conditions are false, then it will go into the statement, right? So the same case, like simple else if statements. So if this you have a one condition, if it is a true, it will go to one set of code. If it is a false, it will go to another set of code. The same if else how we'll write. So variable is equal to, we have to write some condition. So variable is equal to, why we are giving is the answer which we are getting in that true expression, we are just adding it into one variable. Okay, next we have to specify the condition. On this condition true, it will question mark will be there. If it's a true, true expression will be got executed. If it's a false, false expression will got executed, and that particular output will be stored into this variable. Okay, instead of writing this, we are doing that in a simple way, that it is called shorthand if. So it is the same thing. Int one variable is there. If it is less than 18, like this is one condition, so this is only one condition we are checking. If the true, this particular, if true, if condition will be got executed. Else condition, so we are writing if and else condition is here in the same line. So condition also in the same line. We are using as a ternary operator, where we have three operands, that is equal to, question mark, and this is a colon mark. So the expression true statement will be there, and then false. If the condition is true, this executed. This expression true statements will got executed. If condition is false, this expression false will be got executed. So like that we can write in a single line. So see, time is equal to 20. The condition which we are going to mention, we have to write that. And if it is a true, this good day will be got printed. If it is a false, good evening will be got printed. So that will be going to print. So for example, if it is not a printing case, if you are getting one variable, then we can add it in a variable, so that we can print that later. So like that also we can do. So as this is a printing statement, so no need to have a variable there. So otherwise we will be having like variable kind of thing. Okay, so this is how good evening. The statement is not true, so good evening will be got printed. So that is a false. So the thing which you have to understand is this question mark and true state condition, question mark, true statement, and then colon and the false statement. Okay, so this is called what we called as ternary operator. It's completely up to you if you use this normal traditional else if statement or this ternary operator. That is up to you. And next we'll be having real life examples where we use this if else cases. I'm not going to explain this so much. You can just go through. I'll just explain you briefly that we are taking a door code, some code. If the door code is correct, then you can open the code. If it is wrong, you cannot open the code. So whatever the code you are entering, that will be checked with that code. So okay, so this is how if else will be working. And then you are checking like a positive numbers or negative numbers. If it is like greater than zero, then it is a positive number. If it is less than zero, then it's a negative number. Like two conditions we are checking, less than and positive. So if will be there and else if will also be there. If both are false, the value will be zero. It is not less than zero and not greater than zero. So it will be equal to zero. So else final will got executed if both the conditions fail. So and then a person is old or old to vote, and the age of a person will be in one variable, and voting age will be in one variable. If the age of a person is greater than or equal to voting age, then he is enough old to vote, otherwise he is not able to vote. And then we will be having like one example like even or odd checking. So if the number is like divided with 2, if they are not getting any reminder, then it will be an even number, otherwise it will be an odd number. So that condition, one condition we are checking, then if else is enough. If you are checking more than one condition, then two conditions, then if and else if will be got checked. So not only else if for two conditions, we can add some more conditions. You can have some more else ifs there it's not up to only one condition or two condition. You can have three, four by using adding one more else if, one more else if. So if any condition is not satisfying, it's all coming as a false, then finally else will got executed. So that is all for this video. We have seen if and then else, and else if we have seen shorthand operator. For else if we have ternary operator, we have seen that, and real time examples we have seen. And you can just go through the exercise also related to else if here. And then in the next video we are going to see switch case, where we will have the alternative conditions checking with the switch statement. We are going to see in the next video. I hope you understood like if else conditions. So if you have any doubts regarding this, let me know in the comment section. We'll definitely reply to your comments and clear your doubts. So share this videos to your friends who are at learning state of C and basic level. We are explaining everything in a detailed way. Hope these videos help them also. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below and subscribe to our channel for many more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.